Trackside is brought to you in part by Ranger. See it up close at your local Polaris Ranger dealer.
Beautiful sunset at Talladega. Speed and NASCAR.com are teaming up to bring you more Trackside. After you watch us here on Speed, you can log on to NASCAR.com for bonus content from the show. Don't forget to log on to NASCAR.com for this week's exclusive NASCAR Trackside clip. Trackside Live is presented by Wrangler. Larry Mack, I was just kidding. I didn't want to hurt your feelings.
Yeah, y'all have hurt my feelings a lot tonight.
We'll have a group hug at the end.
I'll get my people on you.
That's right. Hey, Brian, I want to follow up. Your people are mad.
That's right. Y'all been picking on Larry Mack.
I want to follow up on what Jeff Hammond said. You guys last year, you are to be congratulated for the way you performed this year. But, you know, I want to congratulate you personally because last year you never pointed fingers. You never hung your head. But how tough was that really for you, you know, not to make races, a guy who's won a championship in NASCAR?
Well, it was tough. It was probably one of the hardest experiences I've ever had to go through as a race car driver. I mean, the first one, they never got easy, by no means. But the first one was definitely the most painful. That was the Daytona 500. You know, we went home from there. And in some ways, you almost kind of like we knew it was kind of a crapshoot. You know, I mean, the way qualifying is down there, anything could happen. We were in the race and then blew right rear tire, you know. And we knew that was possible, but it still hurt. And then it just got to the point to where you dreaded going to the racetrack. That was the worst part because, you know, and Elliot will tell you this, you know, we are all racers for that matter. I mean, Elliot's behind the wheel, but you love what you do and you love coming to the racetrack and you want to come every weekend. And when you get to a point where you dread coming to the racetrack, you know, not because you don't enjoy the racing, but you dread every Friday, the experience, the stress, the brutality of having to go through it. That sucks.
Well, let's talk about something maybe that you were telling me during the break that doesn't. You enjoy going to Texas. Not just the race, but we both have, I think we all have a good friend in Mark Dyer who has a ranch out there that you go and you stay at and you get a chance to play cowboy. These guys, they break out the cowboy action shooting guns and they ride horses, but you got to talk about your girlfriend riding the horse that you normally run.
Oh, I'm going to get in a lot of trouble over this one. That one's supposed to be on the air.
Well, you got to tell us. It's too funny.
All right. Okay. Well, I, you know, over my years, I've gotten a little bit better. Not good, not by cowboy standards. They ride horses, and I like to ride the aggressive horses. It's, you know, I want them to go. I want them to turn sharp and haul butt.
You want some horsepower?
I want some horsepower. And, you know, so the Smokey is the right horse I normally ride. Is a barrel racer. But, I mean, he, you know, if you're not holding him back, he's going. You know, if you just let loose, he's going to go and go as hard as he can. And she got on, and I told her, I can't believe you're making me tell a story. I'm going to pay the price for this. And I told her, I was like, now I'm telling you now, Smokey, you're going to have to, I mean, pull as hard as you can physically pull until you think you're going to pull the bit right out of his mouth. And then he might slow down. He's not necessarily going to stop. And I don't think she fully got all that. And she got on. And you know, he loves to test you. And he tested her, and he took off. And she, unfortunately, she lost a footing, and she couldn't pull as hard as she wanted to, or either she wasn't or she could. And it took off, and it ran down. We really got scared. He went to the rail, barrel racer style, turned sharp. We thought she was coming off. She stayed on because she's got great balance. Went all the way to the end of the pasture, slammed on brakes. She went over right in the pond.
In the pond.
In the pond. But you know what? I am so proud of her. I got to commend her. You know what she did?
Got right back on him?
Okay, I was running, terrified. She stands up like this.
In the pond.
In the pond. Stands up in the pond like this. We were so proud of her. I mean, I don't know what else.
You know what? I'm gonna put Smokey in the category of Jimmy Spencer's philosophy. I don't want to ride anything that don't want to be ridden.
Nope.
Nope, doesn't sound fun.
They don't have a brake pedal and a steering wheel. Thank you very much.
Hey, did you know that AAA is more than just dependable round-the-clock roadside assistance? AAA members receive exclusive savings and discounts at over 150,000 locations around the world. Visit AAA.com/speedonline or phone 888-222-7233.